Welcome back everyone on daily update of the weekly trade ideas that were posted yesterday on my channel. Let me start by saying, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter for daily live tweets, and the YouTube channel for daily updates on my weekly trade ideas and for chart analysis and any potential trade ideas for the week. Okay, let's get right into it. Let's start off by IWM. Let's start off with IWM. So okay, this was on my watch yesterday for a day trade for calls above 206.31 level. It did gap up above the 206 level. However, it did not show any sign of strength right after the open. As you can see, it fell right below the 206.31 level, so I did not end up taking this trade. I was looking to trade this name if it was gonna bounce at 206.31 level, but it did not. It went all the way down to 203 level, so no trade in this name for me. However, the thesis remains the same. If it does gap up above the 206.31 level and bounces from that level, I will be looking at 208, 209 calls. Also, if it does close above 206.31 level, I will also be looking at calls in that scenario as well. However, on the daily chart, it looks pretty bearish with a bearish engulfing candle today, and daily close below the 921 EMA. So far, no trade in this name. It looks like it could potentially fill this bull gap right here between 201 and 200 level, and could bounce from that area. Weekly chart tells the same story. It could also consolidate above this 200 level. However, to me, it is looking like it could possibly fill this gap this week. So no trade in this name, guys. Next up, we have SPY chart. So I also did not take any trade in SPY today. However, it did reject from the 528 level, 529 level actually initially. Right at open, it was gapping up. It did reject from that level and went all the way down to 522 level. So puts was a good play on that 528, 529 reject. If you caught it, congrats. But just like Friday, crazy bounce from 522 level all the way up to 527. 527, yeah, pretty crazy day past 2 days. It is currently filling this gap, which could be filled tomorrow. Only scenario that I will be looking for calls in this name is if it's above 530, because 529.90 is the gap fill area, and it could be a potential resistance tomorrow or day after, depending on how we do. But no calls for me unless it's above 530 area. I'll be looking for puts again below 525 area. Short term, I still remain bearish. However, if it does close above 530, I will be inclined bullish in that scenario. Next up, we have QQQ chart. Oh man, what a trade on this name today. Crazy. Okay, so yesterday I had posted this chart with the resistance at 455 level, with 9 EMA being in the same area. Right at open today, I waited for this trade, and as it did hit 455 and rejected, I entered puts, and the puts paid. The puts paid, to say the least. It hit, puts went up 400%, 500%. If you caught this move, guys, congrats. It was a 7-point short right here from 455 all the way down to 447.96. Again, hammer candle right at that level, and then it bounced hard all the way up to 453 level. The analysis is the same. This has remained the same. As long as it's below 455 level, I will not be buying calls in this name. Downside target for the week is still 438 level. However, if it does close above 455 level, I'll be looking to buy calls in this name. Next up, we have Apple. This idea was posted on my Twitter and YouTube yesterday for calls above 193 level. As you can see, clear market leader. relative strength compared to the Max 7 other stocks. Closed above 193 level, so swing is intact. I'm still swinging Apple 200 call for 614. My first target is 196.43 area. And if it does close above 196.43 area, I'll be looking at calls for a target of 200 and new all-time high. It could potentially run really high in summertime, could go all the way up to 208, 212 level. So I'm bullish on Apple. I'm very bullish on Apple. They have an event coming up, and the chart looks good above all EMAs. As you can see, relative strength to the broader market today. No gap downs. Did not even fade along with the rest of the market. So pretty strong. I'm still in this swing trade. Next up, we have Tesla. So Tesla was pretty strong in the pre-market today. Pretty strong. It did poke out of this pennant today, but failed to close above the pennant. If it had closed above the pennant, then it would be really good for a swing trade. But right now, the pennant resistance and the 184 resistance is big area to watch on there. The 172 and 174 is big resistance, big support on Tesla chart. As long as it's above 172, 174, it could try again to close above the 184 level. If it does close above 184 level, this is a longer swing into the summer. It could go all the way to 200, 220, possibly 230 in the next month or so. June is, like I said yesterday, is the best performing month historically for Tesla chart. Tesla is above, it was above all EMAs as of yesterday, but it did close below both EMAs today. So, and kind of choppy right now. It's been trading sideways for the past several days. So unless it breaks above 184.52, I would not be swinging Tesla. Or closes below 170 or 172. I'll be looking for puts for potential gap fill right here from 158 all the way down to 147 level. Next up, we have Nvidia. Very strong start, very strong today. Relative strength compared to the broader market. All other semis were selling hard. This one held pretty well. It did poke below 1130 level, but it was too late in the day for me to take it short. And QQQ was already in oversold area at that point, so this was a no for me. It held that 1100, 1130 area and then bounced, and it's looking like it's going to make a new all-time high potentially tomorrow. If it does fall below 1130 again, I will be looking to short it down to 1100, and below 1100 it's all the way down to 1000. Right now the chart is looking very bullish. It could potentially keep moving higher. It trades sideways for a couple of days, as you can see, for a few days, and then it makes a move higher. Same thing right here. It traded sideways for a few days and made a move higher. Same thing right here. So it could make a move to 1200 pretty soon. Pre-split potentially. Next up, we have ARM. This was a pretty good play for me today. Like I had mentioned yesterday, with the triple inside day forming on the daily chart, relative strength in the sector. On the right the market open, it was gapping above the 123 level. So whenever it dipped to 123 level and held, I bought calls and sold at 126.91. It hit a high of 129.83 today, but pulled back into tomorrow. I'm looking at 131.18 potential target for tomorrow. That remains the target for this trade. Pretty strong compared to its peers in the sector. The ARM, Nvidia, TSM were among the strongest chip stocks today, so good play for me here. Next up, we have Netflix. Netflix was relatively weak today. It did not hold the 634 level. Like I mentioned before, 634 was a support level for Netflix, and also closed below the 9 EMA. Large red candle on the daily chart, relative weakness compared to the other Max 7 stocks. Into tomorrow, if it does get gap above 634, it could be long, but I'm leaning on bearish side as of right now. Support right here is 425, and the 21 EMA. Below that, it could fall down to 606, 608, 609 level. If it does fall to 608, 609 level, I will be looking to buy the dip for a longer swing. Could make a pullback right here. If it does get above the 646 level tomorrow, we could see a move back to 665 level. Damn, I don't know what's happening. Next up, we have Rivian. Rivian has been a good mover for the past several days, and above 10 level for second day in a row. Bounced from 1050, 1060 level. It's also looking like a cup and handle right here. So on the breakout, it could see all the way up to 13, 14 level, and this is a pretty big mover. So it could move 5%, 10% in a day. For now, upside targets on this is 12.12. Above 12.12, it could see 13.65 right here. So swing is good on this name. RSI also moving higher along with this stock, so that is pretty good. Tesla could also start moving pretty soon. If Tesla starts moving, then this could move even higher with Tesla. Next up, I have a new trade today that I'm looking at for tomorrow. So I've been watching this stock for a while. It's finally starting to break out of this trend line. Did make a pullback all the way down to 408, 410 level and 921 EMA and bounced hard. It bounced hard into tomorrow. I'm looking at a breakout above 417.26 level. If it does break out above the 417.26 level, it is gonna hit 420.49. So I'm gonna be looking at calls above 417.26 level. We'll watch in the pre-market for the strength. There was a big glitch today in the Berkshire Hathaway stock. It fell down from, I believe, 700,000 down to $1,000. I don't know what happened with the stock market. So it spooked investors and dragged the market down all day in the first half of the session. It is also looking like a head and shoulder pattern right here. As you can see, this could be the head, and this could be the right shoulder and left shoulder. So it could be breaking out of this head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder pattern. It could also make a new high pretty soon, because it's been trading in this range from 400 to 420 level for plenty of days now. So could finally start to move higher here and potentially make a new all-time high pretty soon. So into tomorrow, the plan is calls above 417 level, with the targets of 420.49 and 424. Support into tomorrow, my stop loss will be 417.26. If I buy calls above 417.26, that will be my stop loss area. And that is all the charts I have for the day, guys. I do want to talk about AMD stock right here. So I find it very funny that in the past 12 days, if you had bought puts on AMD right at open, you could have been a millionaire by now. Easily 5-10 points, 5-6 points minimum short every single day. I mean, I've been watching this stock. It opens at 168, 170 area and drops all the way down to 161, 160 area. So crazy, but it's been trading sideways. As long as the 160 area holds, it could consolidate in this range from 160 to 170. A close above 172 will make it a candidate for a swing. Right now, it's just been trading sideways, so that's good for a day trade here and there, but nothing else. That's all the charts I have for the day, guys. All the charts are posted on my Twitter account. Please make sure you guys follow me on my Twitter account at the Trade Club, and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube for daily chart updates. And please send me a DM if you want me to analyze a chart. Send me a DM. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.